When I was 18 years old, I made the biggest mistake of my life. At the time, I didn't even realize it, but looking back, I had something most people never get, and I completely wasted it. The year was 2022, and I'm playing my final season of high school football. At this point, it was pretty much wraps for me. I was riddled with injuries that were not healing any faster, and whatever hope I had of participating in any sport at the next level was pretty much gone. But as our season was coming to an end, I decided I would design some graphics for the team just because I honestly wanted to see more people come out to our final games. My teammates loved them more than anyone, and to my surprise, people were even offering to pay me money just to design them a graphic. And as I'm sure you're starting to see where this is going, I got an idea. If my own teammates would be willing to pay me money to make them a graphic, what would be stopping anybody else from wanting to? I figured I would just give it a shot, upload one TikTok and see what happened. That one decision would end up changing the trajectory of the next year of my life. Instantly, it was a hit. My first video got 20,000 views. My life actually changed overnight because people were really paying me to make them sports graphics. I started an Instagram page so people could DM me for orders, and from that point on, I was loving life. I stopped working my part-time job and just focused fully on this business, going all in like it was my one shot. For the next couple months, I just focused on content and orders. I didn't know what this was going to turn into, but I knew I was enjoying every second of it. With every upload, I got more and more orders, and as my account grew, so did my ambition. I wanted more jobs, bigger jobs. Players paid me for days, but teams would pay me for weeks. I was releasing promotional videos left and right, using past graphics to promote myself and doing consistent giveaways to keep new people coming in. I had a system that was feeding itself. I could see the growth happening right in front of me, which is when I got a DM from a coach. This was game changing for me. It was exactly what I wanted. My first real opportunity to prove myself, to show someone that I was exactly who I said I was. After a little back and forth, we had came to an agreement. I would design graphics for the team as well as some scheduled training camps and banquets throughout the year, and I got paid a decent amount. Honestly though, it was strategic. It was more just to have my first big job to use as leverage. It was proof that I was capable of a high capacity deal with fast turnaround time. Right away, I posted the job on my page as proof to other coaches they should work with me. I kept grinding, content, giveaways, graphics. I was in absolute flow state. It didn't matter what I did. It worked. Upload on TikTok, 100,000 views and 5 DMs on Instagram. It was crazy. I would redesign the Raptors logo and my phone would be blowing up all night. I even sold merch. Like seriously, I remember shipping a beanie across the country and thinking, what the actual fuck is happening right now? It was insane. And then I sold the bag. I could have gotten so many followers, but I tried to be bigger than I was. I thought that with all my success, why not aim bigger and just pretend this was a functioning agency? I created a website, I got business cards, I started focusing on making money instead of growing my following, and that's where it all went wrong. And the worst part is that at the time I never realized it, but the only reason it was working was because I was in high school and I was making graphics for other high schoolers. It really had not much to do with anything I was doing on my end. I found a way to break through in that specific type of content. It was perfect. It actually felt amazing. But honestly, it had an expiry date from the start because at some point I was going to graduate and I couldn't make those graphics forever. And it sucks because looking back, I think that if I had a little bit more time, if I just started it a little bit earlier, I might have been able to keep going. But it's not until now that I can look back and say I actually understand the downfall of my first business.